You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Hines versus Jackson.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Good day. Ms. Hines, today you've summoned your ex-boyfriend, Mr. Jackson, to court. You want to prove that he fathered your 22-month-old son, Matthias. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson, you claim Matthias cannot be your son because Ms. Hines had another man living with her around the time of conception. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Hines, why are you so certain Mr. Jackson is your son's father?
Christmas Eve, we had sex in the car. After that, I told him that I was pregnant. He basically said that he gave me a Christmas gift because he didn't give me anything for Christmas.
Your Honor, I believe that's a false accusation because more than likely I always be with my family on Christmas because we have like traditions.
This is Christmas Eve and not Christmas. We agreed to be with our family on Christmas.
Are you disagreeing that it was Christmas Eve, or you're disagreeing that you're the
I'm disagreeing
person
that
she
it
was
was
having sex with?
I'm disagreeing on both behalves because she was living with another male, so it's kind of like hard to like judge her. Because like
so while you all were in this relationship or just having sex in the car, whatever it was you all were doing, she was in a relationship with somebody else.
Yeah, it was a relationship. She had another male living with her.
I'm trying to understand this. So you two dated?
Yeah, we dated. We tried the dating thing.
We really actually went to school together.
Okay.
Let's start with that. We went to school together. He hit me up on a website and he said that he always had a crush on me. So like a week later, we got together.
So the bottom line is you were together, you started having sex. Were you or were you not using protection?
No, we was not using
protection. No. And at that time, were you having sex with anyone else, Ms. Hines?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Jackson, what information do you have that would suggest that she was having sex with somebody else?
She had another male living with her, and it was a time that, like, I was snooping around the house, and I had seen a box because she had said it was taking some stuff to storage. So I had seen a box, and in that box, it was some condoms in the box.
So when you were in her house, you were snooping around and you saw some condoms in a box?
Yeah, and I thought she was like...
So you thought at that point that man and her were having sex?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that is true. I did sleep with my ex. So condoms in a box. That's correct because my ex was moving out during this time. Because I told my ex about him.
But you do admit you had sex with him?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, and I was on vacation one time, and like I was snooping around, and I got a phone, and I seen like she was texting numerous people. So I had snooped and went through one of the texts, and I seen like she was texting this guy, and he was like calling her bouncy.
You're doing a lot of snooping.
Yeah, I got to.
I mean, if you're snooping, why are you even with her then?
I've just seen so many things that seem shady.
So what you're saying is the instances of admitting she's cheating, seeing this box with the condoms in it, the little lies and those things were leading you to doubt her.
Leading me to doubt her.
And then every time you would snoop, you see more pictures and messages in her phone.
I see more pictures and messages and like her talking and texting the other man on social media, so that gives me doubt.
Saying what?
And plus, he has blonde hair, and none of my people in my family has blonde hair, Your Honor. So that was like
people makes a baby,
reason.
Your Honor, and to be honest, that's one of our family traits, is brown hair like that. My brother was born with light brown hair.
Yeah, but my daughter looks exactly like me, like my
To be honest, if you look really closely at his hair is not jet black. And my son's hair was lighter than that, like born. Like, I guess that's baby.
So wait a minute, you saying the baby isn't yours because y'all don't have the same hair color? Come on, Mr. Jackson.
It's not that. It's just because
come on now.
She was living with another man and she admitted to having sex with this man.
Those parts of your doubt I understand. So the point is you're saying you really don't know, Mr. Jackson.
I really don't know, Your Honor.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Because with all your snooping, you never could pinpoint.
Exactly.
The date.
I like to do my detective work.
But that's what I'm saying. But your detective work did not lead to the answer of, was this sexual relationship going on during the window of Matthias's conception? That's what your question is.
Yes.
So, Ms. Hines, what has Mr. Jackson done for Matthias? Is he involved? Does he help support him?
Behind closed doors, He's his son. Around other people, he's not. When we're together, that's his son.
Yeah,
When we're not
the
together, he's not his son.
Did you ever consider each other boyfriend and girlfriend, or you just sleeping together and sleeping around?
At some point, until I figured out that, like, she's bringing a man, like, she's so friendly that she's bringing her man to come and stay with her
Your
and stuff
Honor.
like that. While she's bringing me at the house, like, we in the house together, like.
So you living in the house with her, and then she lets another man come and
stay too, yeah.
He was trying to move out. So yes, there's boxes, there's clothes.
There's condoms in those boxes. They're taking showers in front of each other. They're arguing, and every day. And she's cooking
I want
for
him
him. They're
out my
watching
house.
movies and taking pictures on the couch. How can I even have a reason to believe that she's my girlfriend or
Your
anything?
Honor, I have some evidence right here if you want to see it.
I would love to
This
see
is his
it.
Facebook.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. You just submitted Facebook messages, a pack of them. What are these to demonstrate?
He's calling me a liar and a whore or a hoe, whatever, sleeping around. But that's what he's been doing since we got together.
So these are messages to
2011.
countless, lots and lots of women. So from the looks of these messages, it seems like you entertaining these women.
The reason why I did what I did because, like, she had messages in her phone from her other fella that was talking about working on their relationship as far as it don't work out.
Before
They have
that,
the first
he
time.
was cheating on me. Like, he's been cheating on me from the beginning.
Well, it's
Don't say
obvious
that.
he's entertaining countless
thank
other
you.
women. That's a no-brainer after looking at that. So, Ms. Hines, you've been struggling to support Matthias.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson has contributed what?
Miss-
4 outfits.
And you've been doing this by yourself?
I mean, I have my mom, and then I have my best friend.
Let me hear from your best friend. Ma'am, please stand. State your name.
LaPortia Johnson.
Ms. Johnson, you are Ms. Hines' best friend.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
what do you know about this? What do you have to add?
I know everything about the situation. I know she's been pretty much taking care of him by herself with my assistance, her mother, no help from him.
Your
I do
Honor,
most of the babysitting.
This woman is
He's paid me
irrelevant.
twice for babysitting, $10 a piece, both times. I'm more of a father to this child than he is.
And the reason why she's in the picture is because after I had him, I got
Your
a
Honor,
job.
please-
I told him, I said, can you please watch Matthias while I go to work? I was 10 minutes late, Your Honor. That means clocking out and getting back to his house. 10 minutes late, and he had the nerve to pass him to me and was like, don't make this a habit. After
reason-
that,
Say that?
The reason why I did that, yes, I did.
Did you say that?
Yes, because
Okay.
I have doubts that this is my son because he does not resemble me, and she's been talking about this other
You
guy,
don't know
so-
that I've been potty training your son. You don't know that I spend money on your son. You don't know that one day she had no money for diapers and she called you and asked you for $5 and you told her
Really?
no, but then you got a cab and went somewhere?
Really.
Mr. Jackson, did you go to any doctor's appointments?
Yes, I did.
yes.
Were you there at the birth?
Not at the birth, but I came after the birth.
And when you saw the baby, what did you feel?
I really didn't feel a connection because, like, he didn't have really much of my features, and I seen that he had, like, a blondish orange hair, and that's just not my family,
Okay,
so
but
I had
you
a
didn't
reason
feel
to
a
doubt right
connection
there.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
Why didn't you take the paternity test when she offered to pay for it?
Look,
Good question. Why
Your
didn't you
Honor.
take the paternity test early on, Mr. Jackson?
she's making false accusations.
I'm not
because
making
that
false
was never-
accusations. I was on the phone.
Yeah,
Not on the
wasn't
phone. You were on the phone
you
with
was-
her.
Oh,
and
you
she
was
was
on the
sitting
phone.
at my house
We must
crying
have-
about
We
it.
must have had a conference call then.
And see, this is what he does to her. He'll talk and talk and talk until she's broken down like this. And then eventually she just shuts down. And then he's won.
What are you most upset about, Ms. Hines? What are you feeling? Because I'm exhausted just listening. I've been trying to understand this. You all have done, a lot of
I don't
talking.
have to be with him. Like, we broke up so many times. It's not even about no relationship between me and him.
Right.
Like, I don't care. He could do whatever he want to do. The thing is, like, my son needs a father. He needs to know who his people is, where he comes from. It ain't just me. Like, we have no boys in our family. Like, he got like little cousins he could play with. Like, why he can't? 'Cause of rumors? Like, come on.
You feel like your son's quality of life, the opportunity he would have to have a father and a family.
After today, he still don't have to be in his son's life. It's fine, but I need him to know and his people to realize that he do have a son. Like, he's there. If y'all don't like it, then I don't care.
He has not accepted it, and neither has anyone in his family.
No.
Do you feel like any of their doubts are valid? Do you feel like anything you've done, just the relationship, the cheating with your ex and those kinds of things, do you understand why he
No,
has
I
some
do not
doubt?
understand. He just wants to do what he wants to do. He always just want to make excuses. I could be like, I'm not cheating on you, move in. You can watch me 24/7. He ain't gonna come. It's not my fault that he don't want to move in because he want to do his dirt. It's not my fault. I can't make him. But then again, I'm talking to everybody. What?
I'm not going to move in with a woman who has another man living with her and she's
You
like,
helped me
constantly
move
talking.
out with that man. So what is you saying? If there was a problem,
It's about
you begged
Matthias.
me
It's
to.
not about you and her.
Exactly.
It's about him.
Well, stop bringing it up.
So
bringing
if, in
it up.
fact, it is determined, Ms. Hines, that Mr. Jackson is, in fact, Matthias's biological father, would you be interested in having a relationship with him, or you just don't want that anymore?
I hope not.
The thing is, like, I love him. I do. We've been together 3 years. Like, I do love him. The thing is, I just hate how he treats me. I'm not that person. He even said I'm not that person, but he just want to believe other things. That's his problem. I always wanted a family. Like, you know, all women want a family. They don't just have sex with a dude and be like, oh, I'm pregnant, bye. I mean, unless that's what you want, but that's not what I want. I actually want a family. I had a family before. That's why it kills me. I left my family for him. I did not have to want for nothing, Your Honor. My daughter, father gave me the world. He takes care of his child. To this day, he still takes care of his child. I wanted the same thing with him. You're not just gonna leave just to be with a messed up man. Like, why? That's just killing yourself. Like, who does that?
So, Mr.
It's
Jackson,
just the lies. Like, 1 minute, like, we're together. He even said we're gonna get engaged. But then again, I'm a whore and that's not his son. Like, I don't know what, he tells me one thing and then tells everybody something else. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? That's why we're here. It's like, forget it then. I'm gonna just prove to you that he's his and then go about your business. It's not even worth it no more, fighting.
Mr. Jackson,
Yes, Your Honor.
I think Ms. Hines is being very transparent about what this entire situation has done to her and has cost her.
Yeah, I understand, Your Honor.
If, in fact, Matthias is found to be your biological child, what are your intentions?
My intentions, I would love to have a son because I have a daughter already. I don't really get to spend much time with her, and because she's out of the city. So if that's my son, I would love to step up and like at least try to make things work out with Rachel. But these accusations and the things that I've seen in the past is what's holding me back.
And if he's not your son, what are your intentions?
Then my intentions is to move on and show that I was right.
All right.
Show that I was right. And
Let's get the results. Jerome? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. In the case of Hines versus Jackson, pertaining to 22-month-old Matthias Hines, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Jackson, you are Matthias's father.
Okay. At least, like, if I can get a hug, you mind if I get a hug? So I can, no accusation?
That's up to her. That's up to her.
Oh.
He said he'd like to give you a hug. Are you okay with that or not? You can say no.
No.
All right.
Maybe
Step
later.
on back over there to your side.
Later.
You can
That way I gotta let her cool down.
So, Mr. Jackson,
If she will allow me to be in his life and to try to work things out with her, if she can accept my apology,
well, why don't you start by apologizing?
yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Hines, that I treated you in such a way and slandered you. You accept my apology.
I do.
Thank you.
And that's a start. That's a start, Mr. Jackson, for all of your investigation and your detective work.
I need a new profession then, huh?
You do. And I'm glad you said it. Because as you can see, the problem about invading someone's privacy is you get so much information, you don't know how to process it, you get it out of context. The thing she admitted to doing, you couldn't even believe that because you had so much more data to process.
Yeah.
This is a mess. You have to change this. Now, part of that means you got to step up to the plate, Mr. Jackson. Now, that's one thing you've admitted to. You haven't really done anything. You haven't really participated. It's time for you to do what's right. Miss Hines has admitted she loves you.
Yes, I love her the same, Your Honor.
And if you do, and you two decide you want to be in a relationship again, you really got to put in the work.
Yeah.
I wish you the best of luck. Court is adjourned.